Hey guys, what's up? I wanted to show you guys how to sketch a side view of a car. In this case, a sedan, or maybe like this super long GT type of vehicle. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play the video and show you guys. So for these sketches, I was sketching this on stream, I think. I was sketching on for Instagram live. And you can see I'm just playing around, not really trying to come up with the best design in the world. I was just kind of relaxing and just kind of sketching whatever I wanted to sketch. You can see that I was trying to do some front engine or some mid engine cars, and then the last sketch is like a GT super stretched hood front end, super stretched front end type of vehicle. And what I'm doing here is I'm drawing these lines, and it basically shows where the light's gonna be. It's kind of what I'm kind of doing here with the lines. So like this is gonna be some light. This is gonna be reflecting some light, and then up here is gonna reflect some light too. And then this is gonna be a light catcher also. Sometimes I like to start with lines. Sometimes I like to just go straight to shaping light. But for here, I started with shaping or just sketching with lines. So yeah, you can see for those sketches over there, I was getting into light. So now I'm really getting into light. So like the way I like to think about it is blobs of light. You know, like this is one blob, and then this is one blob, and this is one blob, and then I'm trying to think how to combine the blobs, all three blobs of light together in a cohesive manner. And you know, this line right here is what connects the all three lights, all three shapes in this case. And then for here too, so this is one giant shape, and this is another shape, and then it kind of merges together here and does some really interesting form changes here. So again, if you just start off with like, if you start thinking of light as just like a blob, or just you know like a something you can shape, it really opens up a different style of design. So here you can see I'm doing the same thing again. Yeah, so I know I did it kind of faster, but let's go back and take a look at it. So this is a technique I learned from school, from some friends at school. But it's a way to kind of diffuse light. So instead of say filling it in with just one solid color of white, which I do sometimes just to understand the shape, and I'll do that here in a little bit. But the way I make these nice soft um, reflections of light is I'll go into Photoshop and I'll show you guys. So this is Photoshop, and I use Photoshop the exact same way I use Procreate. Um, and what I'm going to show you is a little technique that I do. So, you know, make sure you have a black background, make a new layer, and make sure you have the airbrush selected. So with the airbrush, you just, you know, set it to maximum, press 0 on the keyboard for the shortcut to set the brush for 100% opacity, and then you press down just one click, whether with a mouse or with a Wacom tablet, and you have this nice kind of ball shape, right? Again, I'm not using any special brushes. I'm just using the one that's provided in Photoshop. Yeah, and then from there, what you want to do is you want to transform it with the transform tool, and you know, hold shift, you know, shape like this, and then shape like this, and then like this, and now you have like a shape that you can play around with, and you can go in and you can warp it, and you can do different things. You can shape it different ways. You know, you come up with some really cool light um, forms, right? So you can take that and sketch with it. So essentially, this is what I'm doing here. Like I'm just taking that you'll see it. I do it really fast because, well, it's time lapse. That's why it looks really fast. But I'm doing it pretty slow actually. So you can see, yeah, I just stretch it out, and then I start erasing the parts I don't need, right? I find that blob of light I want. I put that blast of white light on there, and I start erasing away. And it gives it this nice fade away. That's like, it looks really cool, and you don't really have to sit there erasing it little by little. So again, it gives it this nice soft glow, and it makes it really powerful. I think, that's, you want to put it where the focal point is, and for this, since it's a side view, you want to put it where the theme is mainly, where you want the theme to be lit. So I did it for that. I did it for this, and then for this reflection right here, it's the same thing, but I use that airbrush technique, and then I lower it down to maybe 10 to 20%, so it gives it the illusion that it's reflecting light off of here. Normally you want to put light down here, but since here you're just kind of just ideating, you don't want to you don't want to do a full background, full environment yet. You're just trying to plan out what sketch you want to pick first. So I really like the shape of this sketch, and I picked it because it was a nice soft render, and I really liked what I was doing with the forms. So now I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna enlarge it, and I'm gonna develop it. And now I'm gonna come back and I'll do some more line work, just sketching things, just trying to figure things out, just trying to find something. I'm just really exploring. As you can see, I go in several different directions. And here, it looks like I was trying to draw a Bugatti. It's a Bugatti theme. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you want to start all over. I mean, for this instance, I was like, you know what, never mind. That was probably not so good. So then I started to do a different technique, and this is just, again, going back to that blob of light. It's basically just light that's combined together. So this is like the cabin, and then this is the main body, and then this is like the giant light catcher. Again, you see, it's fairly crude. It's just a shape, and you control that shape. Basically, you're controlling the relationship between all three shapes. So this is a shape. This is a shape that goes across the whole body, and then this is a shape that's for the cabin, and you're trying to control the relationship between them. Again, like, so this is 100%, no, maybe 90 or 80% light white. This is like 10%, 10 to 20% white, and yeah. So the way you do a black car is you just make sure the background's black. That's the easy part. But then you got to make sure you got to reflect the right colors. So, and the way I do that is the main color would be white, but then you'll see that I'm going to reflect like an orange color on the bottom. Yeah, so for this case, like, I just did a nice sweep with my pen, and then I'm just going to erase it away, and then it creates this nice soft reflection that's lit from the top, I think. So again, I mean, you can see that I now started to add color, where it was before it was like 10% white, now it's 10% orange. And you got to put that color on the car, and you got to put it on the ground. That is what sells the reflections or the form. Again, see, now I turned down this opacity down to like 20%, and then I put that blast of white light there, and it just makes it just pops out that form. Yeah, so all I did here was I just took those shapes, those white shapes that I did, the white blobs, and then I copied it and I pasted it, and then I blurred it, and then it gives it this nice kind of dreamy effect. And from there you just kind of like erase the parts you don't want, and and can try to control it the way you want it. Yeah, you can see like it's a super GT type of vehicle. I think I was trying to do like a single seater, or not a single seater, a two seater with plenty of luggage space, relatively speaking, to a GT car. Maybe when I say there's a lot of space, I'm saying that you could fit like some golf clubs back there or something, or maybe you could even fit something back here or in the front. Maybe this is like an electric vehicle. I don't know. Again, I was just sketching and then I was just having fun. Yeah, I think I was gonna sketch it out and I was gonna like do a whole interior. I wanted maybe I remember now. I was trying to do like the door opening and I was thinking about like just cutting it, and since it was a side view and I was gonna do like some sort of like scissor door opening. So here I'm cleaning up some of the lines. I'm like zooming in and out. I don't It doesn't show it in the time lapse, but I'm just trying to like correct the lines, adjusting the reflections a little bit. Yeah, and then I copied some wheels that I found in another sketch and I just changed it up. So yeah, I think it's about done right now. So for the wheels, I decided to take someone else's wheels and modify them the way I want it. Again, for this sketch, I wasn't really going for much for originality. I was just sketching for fun. Um, Ideally, you want to sketch your own wheels, but sometimes what you can do is you can literally take someone else's sketch and use their wheels. Um, but you want to change it up to where like it's not the same wheels. Don't try to like just straight up steal someone else's wheels and then not change it, because that's not cool. So the advantage of taking wheels from someone else's sketch, somebody that's way better than you at designing wheels, because I'll admit it, I'm not the best wheel designer in the world, and I like to use other people's wheels to learn from mostly. Uh, Maybe sometimes I'll even just start straight up from their wheels, from side view, front 3/4 or whatever view, and then at the end I'll change the wheels up and I'll erase it, because sometimes you don't want to design your own wheels and you just want to design an exterior or whatever. Okay, guys, so thank you for watching my video. If you guys want to submit some sketches to Discord, the link is in the description. Just submit your sketches and I will give you guys feedback. And yeah, I will see you guys later and stay tuned for more content.